Hi, Rhoda. I thank you for joining me today. I'm so happy to have you here. And I
Okay.
just so this is a section where I just invite people, and this is the first section, right? And I just want you to put more light in how, people, those who are aspiring to, get into study and
Yep.
wants to get some kind of scholarship. I
Yep.
know I've done some videos on my YouTube channel on how to get paid to study, and that
Yeah.
would be through scholarship. And I have a
Mm-hmm.
lot of questions from people and an
Yep.
experienced PhD students. Just want to put some light on how you were
Okay.
able to get the scholarship, and
Mm.
just one or two things that you can help people who
Yep.
really want to get to do this. Okay, before I start, I'd like to introduce my guest, and she is Rhoda Winners. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah. You're
Rhoda
right.
Ilewa, Rhoda
Yeah. Don't
Ilewa.
worry. Just go with the middle name. It's fine.
Okay, so she's a doctoral student in pharmacy at the University of Auckland.
Yeah.
She's an host of Rhoda 360, that's her YouTube channel, a
Yeah.
bi-directional broadcast channel that discusses research, culture, AI in healthcare, and general life dynamics. So you can find Rhoda 360 on YouTube and Spotlight. So Rhoda is navigating the PhD life, being a mom of three and a newbie to New Zealand. You're
Yep.
welcome.
Thank you so much, Ogey. I really appreciate this opportunity. I've been looking forward to discussing about PhDs and research and how to help people who are interested in this aspect of life. But then, because I don't really do much about immigration and bringing people or telling people stuff about immigration, I
Yeah.
didn't know how to go about it. But when you came up with it, I was like, good, such a wonderful opportunity. I'm glad to be here. Thank
Yeah, so
you.
just to put this out there, myself or Rhoda, we are not a licensed immigration advisor.
Yeah.
So we can only, this section is only based for educational purpose only. So you
Yeah.
have to do your own due diligence if you want to, get more information. And, and the best bet is just check the immigration website for
Yep.
all the information that you have. But then
Yep.
in this section, we'll be helping you just to give you, I'll be asking Rhoda some questions, right? And I hope this will help you at the end of the day, and you will get one or two information from
Yep.
what Rhoda will share it today.
Yep.
Okay, so people just want to know. I know these questions. I've got this question a lot, and
Yeah.
people want to know if you need to get a master's degree to study before you can apply for PhD in New Zealand. Can you please shed more light on that?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So first of all, if you wanted to apply for a PhD or you saw yourself going for a PhD, it means or it meant you've had a background in research some sort. So whether through masters or through bachelor's honors, yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
you don't really have to, you don't really need a master's if you have honors from your bachelor's degree. That is, there are different classes, different countries classify their bachelor degree in different ways. So that is
Mm.
like the top first class. If you're looking at the
Oh,
Nigerian,
yeah.
yes, top first class,
Okay.
you have a research publication, you have some writing, you are doing a lot with your bachelor's thesis. But then if you don't
Mm.
have all these, yes, if you don't have all these and you don't have a good research background, then it will be better to go through masters. It may
Oh, yeah.
1 year, 2 year, preferably research masters. Then after then, you can now decide to apply for a PhD. So
Oh,
normally,
wonderful.
normally you don't really have to have a master's, but then because many people do not have research background. For instance, I have people when we finish from pharmacy school that went for their youth service or some form of internship in research labs, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
or organizations that do research. Such people now with their very good certificates from school and their very good transcripts, they can apply directly to some PhD program. I say some,
Oh,
not all. Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay.
But then normally 70% of the time it's through masters. You
Masters.
need to have
Okay.
some master's degree. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you for
Mhm.
sharing that.
Mhm.
So I would just also want to ask you if you can. I know I've done a video on this explaining to people, but then this section is just like a practical, so people would
Yeah.
hear from you and know that this actually work and you can actually get paid to study in New Zealand. So
Yeah.
can you please tell us what are the top universities in New Zealand that
Mhm.
offer fully funded PhD
Mm.
scholarships?
Okay, first of all, guys, I want to let you know that New Zealand is one of the best places for you to do your PhD. And it's not
Yeah.
because I'm here, it's not because we are here. It's because of this, the environment. The government have put in policies to support PhD students in this country. So whether you're
Mhm.
coming in as a scholarship student or a fee paying student, just know you're going to get value for your money. You're going to get
Mm.
value for your time in New Zealand. Okay.
Wow.
Again, before I answer that question, I want to tell you that, okay, it's not everyone that will get a scholarship. The reason being that New Zealand is a very small country. So
Mm.
many are times when people talk about going for their PhD, they're comparing countries. Most people mistakenly compare New Zealand to the US. New Zealand is like a very small state
Mm.
in
Mm.
the US. So you cannot compare where US will have over 50 universities. New Zealand, as of today, only has 7 universities. So,
Yeah.
so you can, the funding is different. So where they will have the funding running to millions of dollars in the US, it will not be like that here. So yeah,
Oh,
it's a bit limited. So
yeah.
the schools that like one is sure of getting scholarship. The first one is the University of Auckland, and I'm biased towards that because that's the best. It's not, it's,
Oh,
yeah, it's like it's number
yeah.
one in New
Obviously,
Zealand.
obviously.
Yeah.
But then there are
Then,
other cities that you can, you can go as well to get
yeah,
this
yeah,
scholarship.
yes. The
And yeah.
second one is Victoria University of Wellington. The next one is University of Otago in the South Island. It's a very beautiful place. Another one is Massey University, and then the other is
Mm.
university. It's just that
Please,
these
no.
top three are
Sorry,
like
sorry. I
the
have to
top
talk.
three in
Yeah.
New Zealand.
Okay. So thank you for sharing that. So you get the universities that you can apply, the top universities, Auckland.
Victoria University of Wellington and the University of
Yeah.
Otago. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
just look out for those universities. Okay. So I also want to ask, okay, for those who have for international students that wants to, you know, do their PhD in New Zealand, can
Yeah.
you please just share some light on how they are able to find a supervisor?
Yes, this is a very interesting question and a tricky part because
Yeah.
if you don't have the patience, then you may not be able to continue with it. To
Mm-hmm.
find a supervisor, you need to like pick a school of interest. I'll advise pick different schools of interest. Like just like maybe you just in your Excel sheet, you write down the names of universities of interest.
Mm.
Universities of interest to you could be because of the programs they provide. Maybe you found that they do a program that is related to what you want to do. So you write down the names of your universities of interest, and then you
Mm-hmm.
begin to go to the faculties or the different departments under that university, and you begin to see names of staff, names of
Mm.
supervisors. They are lecturing staff and like teaching staff and research staff. Some universities will have both teaching and research. So when
Mm-hmm.
you click on the supervisor's name, it takes you to the the supervisor's university's profile, where you see if that professor or lecturer is open to taking PhD students. Normally, if they are not open, they'll just leave it blank, or they'll tell you
Mm.
not open to
Yeah.
taking students this year. If they are open, it will be written there. And then if they are open, you can just begin to email them. Cold
Mm.
email, respectful cold emails, right? The thing is, we all know the world right now. Most academicians are busy. So if
Yeah.
you
Right.
write somebody in a certain week and you don't get a response, there's no point getting angry. You can just send a reminder after
Mm.
2 weeks, right? Most times when they see your reminder, they'll respond. And if they don't respond, it's fine. You write someone else. But then again, when you are cold emailing professors, ensure that it's not the same email template you are using. Even if 10 people work in the same department, I assure you they are not using, they are not doing the same research. They may
Mm.
be doing something similar, but not the same. So don't use the same cold email template or the same words or the same, just change it. I understand that this is a era of AI and everything. AI can do anything, but sometimes you need to apply critical thinking into dealing with these people. So
Mm.
yeah, the best way to get supervisors is to go for them.
Yeah,
Another
to look
way
for it.
Another way is that you contact the programs, like the department's program officer. So there are
Mm.
program officers in charge of each department. For instance, now in pharmacy, there's a program officer in charge of pharmacy. So you can just go under pharmacy and say, okay, who is a program officer of this program, of this course,
Department.
of this
Mm.
department, and then you email the person.
Wow.
Again, if that does not work for you, there's a university's admission office. You can
Mm-hmm.
email them directly. One good thing about New Zealand is that they are very polite. So they
Yeah.
always respond to your emails.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
They
I know
always
that
respond
too.
to your
Yeah.
emails. Yeah. So from if you are not able to reach the department or the program officer of the department, you go to high level,
Mm.
approaching the school admission office or information service, and then they will send you links to where you just need the right approach to communicate, and then they will respond to you.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, thank
Yeah.
you for that. Okay, so
Okay.
most people, most of my followers are very interested in education and
Yeah.
also doing their PhD.
Yep.
Some could be in healthcare,
Yep.
businesses, and organization.
Yeah.
So, are you able to just share which of the universities that are known for strong PhD research program?
Yeah.
So yeah, so just are you able to share light on that one?
Of course, I'll be biased towards the University of Auckland. There's nothing you're looking
Yeah,
for on
same.
earth that the University
Yeah,
of
but then
Auckland is
not
not
everyone
providing.
will get the chances to,
Yeah.
get a scholarship in University of Auckland. So
Yeah.
which other ones are available, just in
Yeah.
case, so that they can just, don't put their
Yeah.
eggs in one basket. Yeah.
However, in healthcare, the research intensive university is the University of Otago. In business
Oh,
is
yeah.
yes, in business is the University of Auckland. In a
Mm,
course like architecture is the
mm-hmm.
Victoria University of Wellington. But then again, you cannot really say this is the best university for this course, right?
Okay.
Because sometimes their programs too are also intertwined.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they share research supervisors, PIs, principal investigators
Mm,
within these schools. So I think the best suggestion I'll give is look for wherever your potential supervisor is. So
mm-hmm.
even if your research you found something in the University of Auckland, but then the program of choice or where you think you have more edge is the Victoria University of Wellington, then look
For it
uh,
there.
for it
Mm,
there. Yeah.
yeah.
So don't,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not as if, okay, because one is top 50 in the world, you must go for that one. Sometimes
Yeah.
you might not get it.
I get
So
it. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's a good one. That's a good one, guys. Please take
yeah,
note. So I know for the document. Okay, before I ask you for the document,
mm,
so I did a video on universities that you can get scholarships
yeah,
and what kind of scholarship you can get, and we have Manaki,
mm,
the scholarship, the
yeah,
monarchy one. So apart from that one, because I know that one, the monarchy scholarship is age required,
yeah.
right? You have to be
Mm.
under a particular age. I think it's 40,
Yeah, 18 to 40.
18 to
Yeah,
40.
for the
Okay. So apart
monarchy.
from that one, the other funded scholarship, is it also age required?
Oh, well, they'll tell you age is not required, but then they'll prefer someone less than 55. at least
55.
for the
Oh, okay.
University of Auckland doctoral scholarship. As at
Yeah.
the time I applied, they were, their requirement was for people less than 55.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then again, they will tell you they are a bit flexible with age. But then I know that the Manaki scholarship, which is also fully funded,
Mm.
requires that you be less than 40, and also requires that the students would go back to, like, return to their country of origin for at least 2 years after the program. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
because yeah, it's a
Yeah.
government scholarship, and they have that agreement with different countries. Yeah,
Right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, because I got a question. Someone
mm,
asking me that on my one of my posts, and I had
yeah,
to explain. But then it's good that you're sharing this, because
yeah,
you're in the system, so more
yeah,
on that topic, and which is good. Thank you for sharing that.
you're welcome.
So I just want to ask. Okay, I know before you can apply for a PhD program, you will have to know what kind of research. You have to do
Yeah,
some research, write a research
yeah,
proposal
yeah,
to your aspiring supervisor. Are
yeah.
you able to just share some okay, I know, maybe just tips on what to write,
Mm.
tips
And
on what can improve, what would increase their chances
yeah,
on
that's a
getting,
research
yeah,
proposal now. Yeah.
yeah.
For writing a research proposal, first of all, know to keep it compelling. Don't write too much, but then
Mm-hmm.
in being concise, make sure that you put enough details about your research of interest, which
Mm,
will be close to or similar to the research of the potential supervisor.
yeah.
Now, one good thing about New Zealand, if after cold emailing a supervisor and then they take interest, right, in your statement of research, because while cold emailing, you tell them, okay, this is what you found, and then this is what you would like to work on, right? This
Mm-hmm.
is what you found that they are doing. You are interested, and then you would
Tested.
like to know more. So
Mm-hmm.
once they take interest in you, then the policy here states that they will design your proposal with you. It's not as if they will
Mm.
write it for you. So they will
Okay.
tell you, okay, go ahead, give me a proposal, let me see. And then maybe
Mm-hmm.
they will edit it once or twice before
Mm.
you submit the admission application. So you don't, your proposal has to be seen by the potential supervisor before you submit. So like I said, keep it concise. Not too much story. This is not
Mm.
personal statement. This is a research proposal. Show literature, at least 5, 10 literature. Say, okay, this is what it is now. This is what obtains in this area of research now. These
Mm-hmm.
are the gaps that I have found from this literature that I've read. And this
Mm.
is the research question that I need to ask. You
Mm-hmm.
get? Then you can say, okay, from your little research that you've done, these are the methods that you can use. This is a
Wow.
timeline that it will take. So in as
Yeah.
much as you're keeping your research proposal concise, make sure that it has all the details of a proper academic research
Mm-hmm.
proposal. And
Oh
then
yeah.
yeah, outline your methodology and then your expected outcomes. Now, let engage your supervisor or the research team in such a way that your outcomes covers both the country that you're doing the research, your
Mm-hmm.
country of origin, and the
Mm-hmm.
worldwide, the global scale. You
Yeah.
get? So don't just say, you just want to do this. You want to do it, then what? So
Okay.
you want to solve the world's
Proper
problem,
detail.
which is
Yeah.
impossible. So you want to do
Yeah.
this particular research. Then
You have
what?
to.
How does it
Why?
apply to
Yeah.
New Zealand? How does it
Mm.
apply to your country of origin?
Jeez. Yeah.
Because at the end, you will tell them that you are going to help people at home. So how does it relate? Then how
Yeah.
does
Yeah.
it help the world in general? If you are doing
Yeah.
some form of population studies or population related studies, you mention the population and say, okay, this is the
Mm.
outcome I'm expecting from my research for the benefit of
It's
this
well.
population. So
Mm.
yeah, 5 pages maximum, or 5 to 6 pages, including references. Let it not be too long, and let in its conciseness, let it hold enough details. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So I just have two more questions, okay? So
Mm.
there was one time I got a question on one of my videos, and the questions was like that they got a scholarship,
Yeah.
but then they were asked to pay like almost 80% of the fees. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
It's not all scholarships that are fully funded.
okay.
So if it depends on the scholarship you applied for, say for instance, there was some kind of funding in a department, they can decide to say, okay, fine, they'll take care of maybe 50% of your tuition. Or some kind of research grants can say, okay, they can take care of the student tuition fee, but then the students will have to take care of their daily or their weekly stipends. That
Mm.
is proof that you can show take care of yourself. Then
Mommy.
there are some kind of scholarships that is 30%.
Mommy.
So if your tuition is about $8,000 per year, they'll take care of 30% of the $8,000, and then you pay the remaining 70%. So yes, not all scholarships are fully funded, and people need to understand that. Right now, the fully funded scholarship in the university is a the doctoral scholar, PhD scholarship. That is this
Mm.
doctor, like University of Auckland doctoral scholarship. That
Oh
one
yeah,
is fully funded. The
funded.
same thing with Victoria University of Wellington doctoral scholarship. That one is fully funded. Now, when you
Okay.
go to their scholarship sites, there are several. The ones for international students are there. The ones for the permanent residents and citizens of the country are there. The ones from Commonwealth countries are there.
Mm-hmm.
So you choose the one that you want. If you
Mm.
probably you don't get the fully funded doctoral scholarship for international students, what to do? Maybe some people go to the other ones that
Mm.
yes, there are maybe 30% paid, sometimes 70 up to 70% paid, and these scholarships are like majorly research grants. So some departments get research grants, and then they allocate a certain amount, a certain
Mm.
proportion to incoming PhD students. Maybe they will say,
Mm-hmm.
okay, they want one PhD student for this project, and they can only
Yeah.
cover 70% of the person's tuition. So if the
Mm.
person's tuition is say $8,000 per year, the department now cover like 70%
Mm-hmm.
of that $8,000, and then the student will have to pay the remaining 30%.
Yeah.
And
How
most
many
times they
years
give
is the program for? How many years is it?
PhD. PhD is usually 3 to 4 years. I've seen someone finish in 2 years, 9 months.
Oh wow.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah. So
yes.
it's possible.
And so it's possible,
You can
depending
do
on your
less than.
research, depending on your supervisor, depending on
Mm.
the program. Yeah.
Okay,
But
but then it should not be
normally
more
it's
than
3 to 4 years.
3 to 4. It shouldn't
Yeah,
be more
no,
than
it
that.
shouldn't be more than 5 years. I mean, in New Zealand, it
Oh,
shouldn't be more than 5 years. Yeah. People
okay.
do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
that's one question you don't ask a PhD student. Don't ask a PhD student, when do you finish? Because we do
Yeah.
not know when to finish. We just know
Finished.
that, okay, we are doing it.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna ask you the last question because I know you're very busy. You're a very busy mom and you have other things to
So,
do apart from after this section. So I'm just gonna
yeah,
ask you, talking about family and dependence as a
yeah.
PhD student, so what are the, option for their kind of visa? What kind of visa would they get as, if you're coming with your partner, your children? Can you just share more light on that one?
If you're able to prove your partnership, maybe marriage or long-term partnership, your partner is going to get an open work visa, spousal visa, where he can work full time. So that's
Yeah.
why it's open work. It's very good. If you have a family, you want to bring them, I think this is the best country so far. So your partner is able to work full time and to
Yeah.
support you and the
And your
family.
children?
Then the children will be on student visa,
Mm-hmm.
meaning they can school for free. Just they have the same rights, the education rights, at least before they are 18. right?
Yeah.
We're talking about children younger than 18
Yeah. Yeah. 18.
or
Yeah.
even
Sure.
younger than 16. I can't remember the age again, but then we're talking about young primary school age
Mm.
children and
Yeah,
secondary school too.
I think in New Zealand, before you can, legally start working, you should be
Yeah.
18, from 17 to 18 years. So
Uh-huh.
anyone under that age
So
cannot
anyone
work.
under that age will get a
Yeah,
student
student
visa, and the
visa. Yeah.
person is able to school
Mm,
tuition free in many of their public
mm,
schools, which are international standard anyways. So yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And the allowances, I'm not going to go deep into this one, right?
yeah,
But then the whatever it is, the allowances that they, if you're on a full scholarship, is
yeah.
it okay? Is it at least
Well,
moderate for
you
a
know how they
living?
do. You know how they do scholarship is that they calculate for only one person. So
Okay.
they don't put allowance because
Your family.
they you have family. They just
Mm,
calculate for only you. So it's supposed to be enough for only you to
only
study.
you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So,
So
and I
normally
think that is
when
why the
yeah.
dependents get a work visa so they can
Yeah,
work
so
and
they're able
support
to
the
work
family.
and
Okay. Yeah,
support
that
and
makes
pay the
sense.
bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I think
You're
I don't want this
welcome.
video to get so long, and I
Yeah.
thank you for your time. So is there, just to summarize then, do you want to give any advice or any tip or anything at all you want to say before we just end this section today?
Mhm. The only thing I want to say is give it a go. So
Yeah.
don't be afraid, don't be scared. Don't be
Yeah.
say don't say something like no, maybe they won't pick me because they did not pick another person, or maybe they
Yeah.
won't pick me this year because they didn't pick me that year. You may not.
Yeah.
When the first time I applied for scholarship here, I didn't get it. So
Mm.
and it came after many other attempts. So just give it a go. And then again, I want to quickly throw this out there for people in healthcare. Don't think that it's only lab-based research that is out there for you. If you are
Mm.
not, if you don't want to work in the lab, especially if you have family, you want to stay with your kids, you want time, you while you're researching, you can also be at home, things like that. Still apply. There are courses and there are PhD programs where you will not even smell the lab if you don't want. So just
Mm.
give it a go. Just sit down. Applying for scholarships is like a part-time job. So just
Mm.
that time and just do this thing. Just give it a go. You'll be surprised at the outcome. And I wish you
Yes.
well. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you
You're
so much,
welcome.
Rhoda. I really appreciate your time today.
Thanks
And
for
to
having
my
me.
viewers, if you want Rhoda to come again, if you want me to invite Rhoda again, put that on the comment section. And if you have any questions to ask Rhoda, we can have her again, hopefully, because she's a very busy mom and
Yeah.
also a PhD student, and she's doing really amazing in that field.
Okay.
So just we're gonna run this section today. Thank you so much. I
Okay.
really appreciate your time, like I said earlier. And I'll
Thank
be leaving
you.
Rhoda YouTube channel on the description. So if you can follow. Yeah, I would just recommend that you follow Rhoda because on our YouTube space she's giving a lot of educational tips on how to get this researches, right, Rhoda? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm talking majorly about how to get the research and how to do the research in this country. Yeah.
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 So that would be just follow Rhoda. I will leave our YouTube channel and do on this description. So please look out for it, guys. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for joining, and that will
Bye.
be it for today. Thank you so much, Rhoda. And
Bye. Bye.
yeah. And I see you when I see you. Take
All right.
care.
Bye.